going to hop over to IntelliJ and make a new project. I've clicked through those steps to avoid the redundancy. I've named my project Gems and Baddies 1. I already had Gems and Baddies. You can call this as you like. Gems and Baddies works perfectly. One thing I do want to check on really quick, I'm going to have you go up to File and then over to Project Structure. Inside of this window that pops up within Project Structure, if you're under the Project tab, you will see Project SDK. Please be sure that you have JDK 1.8 here. That'll be important for, I believe, any Mac user when we're dealing with our graphics. This needs to be JDK 1.8, not another version of Java. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to add a new Java class. This one we'll call Run Graphics Game, similar to what we've done in our previous weeks. And we will have a Run Graphics Game as a window. This window for us is going to be a graphics window. So because this game is not being given to you, there's no source code provided for this one, we're going to have to type in and create our graphics window, which we haven't done in a little bit, so that's what we're going to set up now. So when we do that, this graphics window is going to extend PApplet, capital P, capital A, PApplet. Nope, that's it. Now right now, PApplet is not something that our IntelliJ or Java in general is familiar with. It is highlighting it in red, and all it says is it cannot resolve that symbol. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to head over to our Google Classroom page, find the post that your teacher has left that contains that core.jar zip file that we're going to download. Click that button. I've already done that, so here you will see the download screen. So I'm going to click download on that. Give it a minute. Ones and zeros will send their way over. It tried to download that file, and then it said this file might harm your computer. That is your computer's internal like safety protections, as well as Google Classroom trying to say, hey, we didn't check this for you. I did check it for you, so go ahead and say keep on that, and now I've downloaded my core.jar file. So now we can hop back over to our IntelliJ window, find that download that you just did, and let's go ahead and drag our core.jar file into the name of the folder of our project right there. And then let's say OK. All right, so now what we've got, as soon as we've done that, I believe this already skipped a step and did something for me that maybe we haven't seen before. If this doesn't already show up with a drop-down arrow next to it, it is likely that we need to go in, and you will see down here at the bottom something that says Add as Library. Apparently my version of IntelliJ right now has skipped that step and done that for me. But if it is not already showing up with a drop-down icon next to it and it's just showing a core.jar as a file, there should be something right here down at the bottom that you say Add as Library, OK, and then we're at the same place. Once we've done that, you will now see that the options of what's going on with PApplet, it gives me a different solution. This time it says, oh, you mean you want to import this thing called PApplet from our processing core? And we can say, yes, please do that thing for us, and there we go. Okay, so now it actually recognizes that this is a graphics window that's going to be using PApplet for us. So with inside of any graphics frame that we're going to be dealing with, we have 4 methods that we need. The first one is public void settings. Here's where we put the size of the graphics window that we're going to be using. And for us right now, pretty much nothing else. The next one that we've got is public void setup. And in here we will put the values of any variables that we're going to be using. Right now we're going to leave it blank, and that's okay. The third one that we've got is public void draw. This is the method that is going to run over and over and over again, 30 frames per second, updating that graphics window in the way that we want. So we'll add a lot of things to that later. And finally, we will need a public static void main method. So we'll type in that PSVM. And inside of our main method, we have a 1-line command that we need to run in order for graphics to do as we want it to. So we need to say PApplet dot main. And inside of the parentheses of main, we're going to create an array of a string. So we're going to say new string, add in those braces. This is an array of string type, and it's going to be made up of a singular string that is the exact same name, run graphics game, of this window. And there we go. Okay, so now we've got everything set up in this way. So if I went ahead and pressed my play button next to my main method here, you should see that a graphics window shows up. There's nothing else going on yet, but that's okay. That's where we were supposed to be at. And now hopefully we've got at least graphics set up.